Welcome. This is where it goes down. I want to make sure that you all can hear me, that you all know what I'm about to perform. I put a teaser out. For my permission slip tour. I just wanted you to know how important that is for me, to be able to take my talents on the road and come to where you are so I can meet you personally and shake your hand. Over the years, I have people overseas. I have to go and file for a work visa so I can go overseas and I can bring this to my supporters in Poland and in Germany and people across the Atlantic. So this is what it's like. I'm in my garage here, about to get a quick workout in. Y'all know what it is. Really, the good thing about tonight is I'm going to give you more power. So I'm glad to jump on here tonight and, to be like a first fruits of such plant seeds that are going to be watered by other people in your life and other motivators. Permission slip, you have to understand, I want to line this up for you the proper way. All right. I want to line this up for you the proper way. Technical difficulties here real quick. Let me get this thing taken care of and get this righteous. It's going to be a little bit difficult. There we go. Let me get these screens to be closer together. All right. Lighting together. It's all about the lighting, right? But let me line this up for you, for those of you who want to know. When I bring you into my home and into my personal space, I want you to know it's for a good reason. The permission slip tour that I'm about to go on to institutions where people are incarcerated, where people are learning, where people are being trained. I'm going to go into lounges and clubs and bars. I'm going to frequent places and community centers. Folks, I'm going to come where you're at. I'm giving you permission to live your dream, to walk in your breakthrough. Let me line this up for you real quick. So you had a premonition. You were given a dream. You saw yourself as being the person that you wanted to be already. You saw yourself in this light. You saw yourself killing it in sports or in some sort of vocational study, some sort of creative work of art. You saw yourself being that person that was really going to the next level. But the problem was you didn't transfer that into action. Now, you're paying bills, right? You're involved in the rat race. But the problem right now is you're stuck there. God gave you this vision of yourself and you didn't act on it. Now, you may have felt like you couldn't act on it, but here's your permission slip right now to step out into your breakthrough. What are you saying, Taibu? Let me give you a story. I know for a fact this woman that reached out to me a long time ago, and she told me what I'm going through right now. She said, I saw myself being led into my breakthrough, but I didn't move forward. I didn't take advantage of that opportunity. I saw a dream of myself in my power, getting my accolades, getting the applause, getting the financial benefits. I saw myself, but I didn't act on it right then. And today I still have it. I didn't get that until recently. Now things are lining up, people. I'm getting this. Things are lining up. You know that the universe showed you your purpose. You know that God gave you a vision of yourself in a different light. You know that you're not just struggling for no reason. You know the reason that you don't have what you think you should have or what you believe you should have is because you haven't taken action. But this is your permission slip. That's what permission slip coaching is about, people. This is your permission slip. This is your opportunity, not just to work on your physical temple, which is why we're into my challenge, my Get It Done challenge, right? Where I'm offering my total body blueprint for 70% off, just to make sure you don't have no excuse. I cost coaching costs, but I've chopped off 70%. Just to make sure it's affordable to everybody. And I'll work with you. Reach out to me. You want to lose that 40 pounds in 12 weeks? I'll work with you. Don't think I won't. Because I mean business. I've been given permission. I'm okay. I'm doing very, very well. This tour is going to change lives because I know I'm speaking to somebody tonight. And there's no need. When I get to working out, you can join me. That's why I'm in the garage now. I can put up my fancy Mu'addib global group, background. I can do some, but I want you to understand. I'll get in the garage, I'll get in the gym, and I'll work out ugly because when I step out, people notice it. I love the attention. I do. I'm humble about it. Thank you for the compliment. I don't get very many of those. I really appreciate it. That's how I'm going to respond if you see me in person. You look great. Are you eating the weights? You look good. Are you stay in the gym? I'm very, very good with compliments now. Very, very humble. I appreciate it. In your comment sections, I appreciate when you inbox me. I appreciate it. I do. But I want you to accept this permission slip to walk in your power and in your purpose tonight. Now, for those of you who just scroll past or see Taibu Mu'addib is live and you do not tap in, that's not on me. It's not on me. But I know that you're looking for something. You wouldn't be online right now if you weren't looking for something. Why not get motivated? Why not receive the direction that you need to move forward? Why not? Why not? I could put music behind it and all those things, whatever the case may be. But what do I have? I have glasses and I have the power. Knowledge is power. The Gamble of Greatness is one of the most influential, as far as elevation is concerned, motivational books ever written. I don't mind. I can be a Da Vinci. Y'all can find out after I pass. And my kids and kids will eat off of it. But I'm just saying, get it now. My speaking isn't for me. My speaking is for your soul. Catch that. Catch that. My speaking is for your soul. All right. Let me give you the real. The real is I could talk to you all night. I won't. But let me tell you something. You need permission. You're acting like you need permission. You're acting like you need for somebody to come tap you on your shoulder and say, here's your permission to step out into your purpose. Are you working a 9-to-5, paying your bills? But that's not enough. That's because you were shown who you really are and you never acted on it. Are you working 10 to 12 hours a day and it's killing you? And you get into bed, you're tired, you're exhausted, you wake up and you don't want to go do it again. That's because you were shown what your purpose is, but you didn't act on it. So now here I am going on my permission slip tour so I can come look you in your eyes, in your face and say, listen to me. You have to develop a skill set to go along with your talent. That's it. Those are the two things you need to walk in your purpose. Listen to me. You have to develop that talent into a skill set. There it is. If you want to win, it's building blocks. Like I put on my YouTube channel. It's a little boy playing with building blocks. Build up your dream and you'll have it. Just build it up. I started podcasting a long time ago. Now I have a videographer and I have a live podcast audience at a live public venue. It may not seem like much to many of you, but I needed that experience. I needed to get in front of people. I needed to control the crowd. I needed to see what the crowd wanted from me, what they listened to, how did they want to engage, speaking on relationships, or just anything in general. And I'm winning. When I go on my tour and I come to your city, I'm going to ask you face to face, what were you shown? Get in my comment section. Were you given a higher image of yourself at any point in time in your life? Be honest. Just put yes in the comment section right now. YouTube, TikTok, I see y'all watching. Let me know that I'm connecting. This isn't even, look, this is a real situation here. I'm not trying to motivate you tonight. I'm trying to connect you and reunite you with the you were always supposed to be. I'm going to let that sink in. Before I used to motivational speak, before I used to coach, I used to just be on here talking and ranting. Now I know I was given permission first. I got my permission slip. I'm going crazy now. So now when I see you face to face in Houston, in Pittsburgh, Madison, Wisconsin, Springfield, Ohio, Jacksonville, Florida, when I come, Long Beach, California, when I come to places, I have friends and family and connections, and I meet you in person, and I pass out my books, and I sign my book for you, I'm going to look in your face, I'm going to say, hello, my name is Taibu Mu'addib. I speak and I coach. I coach and I speak. What are you going to do about your vision, about your dream and your goal? And how can I help make that happen? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Taibu, how can you help me make that thing happen? Well, first, introduce me to it. Be honest enough to say no matter what it is, because when you come to my events next year, you're going to come in a construction worker. You're going to come in a teacher. You're going to come in a garbage sanitation worker. But you're going to leave walking in the power and the presence and the blessed reunion and revival that you came to get. You're going to get your permission slip to walk out that door as you were shown. By the tens of thousands, by the millions. And I mean that. I can't get you in shape. Stop believing that someone else can get you in shape. But what I can do is help you shake hands with the you that you see in your dreams. I can help you rise up and become the you that you were shown in a vision. When you looked and you saw somebody, we all did it. When I looked and I saw this person on TV and I said, that's what I want to do. I'm going to help you to embrace that in a way like you never had before. By simply asking you, what were you shown? Okay, when were you shown this? When I was 7. Okay, what have you been doing since you were 7 to add that skill to go with your talent? And if you tell me I haven't done much, okay, no matter how old you are now, let's get on that. In a day and age when your cell phone has AI now, the chat GPT, when it has internet access to everyone in the world, basically, that has internet access. In this day and age, how can your voice not be heard? How can your talent not blossom and reach its full potential? Listen to me tonight. When I wrote The Gamble of Greatness, I didn't know it had catapulted me. This was my permission slip, really. I'm taking a gamble. I am. Every time I get on camera, it's a gamble. To be honest with you, I'm gambling time I can't get back, that I'm going to have an effect on you and you and you that will never fade. You're going to turn this off or go to the next thing, but you're going to hear me say you were shown who you really are. And I challenged you to come a little closer. I challenged you to come a little closer, to walk near that altar, that threshold, that point of no return. The point of no return is when you decide you're not going to allow anything else to keep you from the you were shown, from the purpose that you had all knowledge of from the very beginning. I think I was 9 or 10 when I proclaimed out my mouth. It was a feeling that came over me that I was meant for bigger and greater things. It took me years to actually start working on that skill. I don't want it to take you that long. That's why I started the First Step Coaching Program. The First Step Coaching Program is for you to get to the starting line and get in that race. But you're racing against the wind. You're racing against the time. You're racing against all of the people in opposition that are sure to come against you. Let me be clear about this. I'm in Arlington, Texas. I don't have family down here. I had to create a whole new life down here. And the reason I was able to do this is because as soon as I got here, I started building. Listen to me, somebody. The relationship that I'm in, I built it by handing a business card out. The connections that I have, I made them connections stronger by handing business cards out. When I came down here, I coach, I speak, I'm a motivational. I was saying these things to people. They said, cool. They put me in front of people. I let them know, listen to me. There are millionaires being made every day. Go online right now. If you're going to scroll away from my screen right now, go online, cut me off and go online and look up, just Google search, how many millionaires are becoming millionaires on a daily basis. And look at how big the number is. I was offended that I was not on any trajectory. When I found this out, I was offended that I did not have any sort of pathway to my first million, but there are thousands of people becoming millionaires every day. Thousands. Thousands of people becoming millionaires every day. And you're trying to count it up like it's a couple 100 million people in the country, folks. When is your day going to come? If you're not building, if you don't start building, the answer is never. Sadly, the answer is never. I bring my glasses out. I'm an older guy now. It's true. I'll be 50 in a few hours. I read out of my book because it's important for you to know just how close I always was and how close you are to walking in the greatness that you were shown. Appreciate y'all for giving me a few minutes. I read chapter 8. This is chapter 6. Before I go into it, let me talk to you about episode 8. Episode 8 of Permission Slip Coaching is titled Winning is a Skill Set. Winning is a skill set. The theme is winning isn't random, it's built. It wants me to break down for you how I practice winning through small strategic choices. So I can help you detach from the instant gratification you seek every day and instead embrace your process. It wants me to identify one daily win that I can repeat every day for 1 week to get you to do the same thing. Do you all want to know the one thing that I do that's a small win every day? It might sound ridiculous to some people, but do you want to know what this one thing that I do that helps me be a winner every day? I say no to temptation. I say no to temptation. That's how I win. Think of what I just said there. I just gave you a lot. I say no to the temptations that come. All right, let me break them down for you. Anger. Ooh, I suffered decades because I didn't overcome the temptation to just go with my anger. You see online people just going with their anger. You see online people filming folks just going with their anger. How is just going with your anger affecting your relationships? At work, at home, with God? Next temptation. I say no to the temptation to not be productive. So I'm acting out meditation, exercise, which I'm going to do in a couple of minutes here. Y'all get prepared to exercise with me. It's simple stuff. And reading or writing, podcasting. So my time is filled up with things to relax me and detoxify myself from all the toxic stuff I take in, because people try to put bad vibes on you. And or I'm being productive. Once I'm good, I try to give you everything I got. So I resist the temptation to be lazy, to be angry, and of course, to chase other more carnal lusts. All right. And by those are wins that matter. Those are wins that matter. Some of you need to resist the temptation to overspend, oversleep, to stay up when you should be asleep, to scroll online and waste time when you should be developing your skill. Some of you need to win these temptations. Win the temptation battle, the distraction battle. Win it. When you can win and overcome and say no to the distractions, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting the point. That's the daily win that I have. I want to share that with you. All right. It's not possible for me to help you detach from the things that you do when you say yes, because they give you instant gratification. Mostly ladies. And I say that because we've all accepted, after years of relationship podcasting, women are more likely to accept cheating in a relationship than a man. So mostly ladies, that temptation with that work husband, that temptation with that work husband or that friend from a long time ago or from high school, that temptation, when you are tempted to cross lines, make agreements with men secretly, without your partner, your husband knowing, ladies, you have to think about it. It's just instant gratification. It's just instant gratification. All right. And the problem with it is once you go with it, it stays with you. Once you eat that bad food when you should be on a diet, it stays with you. Once you overspend, that money's gone. So that feeling, but the feeling of the rush that you got, it stays with you. So money gone, but you love the way it felt. So you're going to keep doing it. I'm telling you right now. There's just, and fellas, let me say this. Leaving what you have worked years for something that seems right at the moment, right for a moment, it flies in the face of logic, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Trying to relive your youth through a younger woman is not healthy. It's not healthy. Finish what you started. Finish what you started. Now, if you can do both, but finish what you started. All right. Whatever that looks like, finish it. Then move on. Winning is a skill set. You have to build the win. You have to build up to the win. I'm gonna get to the workout, but let me get my read on. I have to read. It's important. I might lose some of you, but I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere with this. So give me a second. I'm going to take about 2 minutes of your time. In the book, The Gamble of Greatness, on Amazon Books right now, my second coaching book, Overcoming Your Inner Saboteur. That means self-sabotage to you. How to overcome the inner saboteur. Beliefs that hold you back. Identifying and breaking down the internal narratives that prevent you from taking bold steps is urgent. Time is ticking. And if you continue to let your past failures dictate your future, you're missing out on the breakthrough you've been longing for. I can't stress this enough. If you pay too much attention to what you couldn't or didn't accomplish in the past, you are actively eliminating any real opportunity for personal transformation. My God. Your past is exactly that. It's in the past, people. And if you continue to carry it around like a sack on your back over your shoulders, you'll never be able to take the bold steps required to reach your full potential. That's how powerful, that's what's inside of me. I'm taking this on the permission slip tour to wake you up. But you can get this book and you can have this book in your home right now. You can download it on your Amazon Kindle and have it when you're at work. You need The Gamble of Greatness. Now, I suggest getting Coach Taibu's Winning Strategies, the first coaching book I put out, because that's where I rebranded myself. And that will set you up to understand this better. But even by itself, you can see how powerful this is. Let me continue. I'll be brief. You have to understand that you can't picture yourself achieving the impossible if you're still operating under the belief that it's impossible. My God. I come from absolutely nothing. My family was beyond poor. I have no right or reason to sit in front of you and act like I can elevate you. But here I am. I can only do and say what I've seen and what I've heard in life. At 50, I have enough lived experience to help somebody. And so I will. And that's my passion. That's my passion, people. You can't try to achieve the impossible if you still believe it's impossible. This belief is the very thing that holds you back from stepping in the future that's waiting for you with open arms. And if you continue down this path, you're essentially ensuring that you'll remain stuck in a loop forever, unable to break free. This is a critical point. Your thoughts create your reality. If you can't see a different future, you'll never attempt to create one. Now, let me tell you something I absolutely love, because it perfectly illustrates this point. The story of Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a classic, sure, but the deeper lesson is incredibly powerful. Jack's story is a shining example of the kind of mindset you need in order to break through. His belief system was locked in this pitiful, poverty-stricken past. I digress. Excuse me. The statement is his belief system, what he thought of himself, wasn't locked in his condition, which is pitiful and poverty-stricken. When Jack was presented an opportunity for something magical, something life-changing, he didn't hesitate or let his past hold him back. He didn't say, I can't give up the only livelihood my family has left for a maybe. I can't afford those beans today, so I guess it must not be meant for me to live a magical life. I could read more. I want to read more, but let me give you a personal story, since this is personal to me, and I want you to make it personal for you. I had a friend when I moved down here. She was a little bit older than me, but she was helping me like from a mentorship level, right? And she was trying to help and guide me into, different industries here in Dallas I should get involved in to make good money based on my talents, what she thought of me. And when I told her that I had invested money in a coach. My coach, Terrell Jones in New York. Shout out to the Playbook for Coaching and Speaking and Coach Terrell Jones and everything he's done for me in my life and my family. She said, after researching his name, his business, she got on the phone with me and she said, that man is selling you a dream. He's selling dreams. For most of you, that was enough. That was enough to make you stop, to make you quit. This person I respect and I feel like I have a good connection with had just told me this man is selling me a dream. Selling people dreams. But I didn't hear it the way she meant for it to sound. When she said it, she meant for me to look at him like he was a joke. Like I shouldn't spend another dime with this man. But people, I wasn't beholden to my poverty-stricken past at that point. My perspective had changed. So what I heard her say was that man is selling you your dream. And here I am, ready to go on tour. I'm having a good time meeting people in person at a public live venue where I do my relationship podcast. Here I am, years later, thousands invested in his coaching and speaking, literally. From running ads to being trained by this man, thousands into his business. I'm proud to say that. I'd pay him a whole lot more for what he's helped me to accomplish. If he asked, he could just call me and ask. The important thing, what I'm saying is I didn't hear her tell me I was being made a fool of. I heard her tell me that this man was the man I've been waiting for all my life. This opportunity was the opportunity waiting for all my life. I was now connected with the person that was selling me my dream. How much would you pay for your dream? How much would you pay if you knew that once you covered that amount, you would live the life that you believe and that you were shown that you should live? I'll wait. How much would you pay? Would you get on a payment plan? Layaway? If someone said, here, this is your dream, it costs this, how much would you pay? Blank check it. How much would you pay for your dream? To live the way that you were shown, how much would you pay? Come on, somebody, get in my comment section. How much would you pay? And I met the man that sold me my dream. And so here I am, about to go on tour. If my application is accepted for a work visa, potentially go out of country for the first time and take the permission slip and put it in the hands of Ghanaians, put it in the hands of people in Polish, Germans, put it in the hands of people across the Atlantic, across the Pacific. Don't be afraid to invest in yourselves. That's the gamble of greatness. If I go through the rest of this chapter, I'm going to say this. If I go through the rest of this chapter, I might not get to the workout. Y'all deserve the workout. All right. Get the gamble of greatness. Get Coach Taibu Win Strategies on Amazon. If you can't find it, inbox me, DM me. That's what it is. All right. So the workout today, obviously, I go through a little bit of working out. I'm going to do some core stuff because a lot of you struggle with that. I'm going to do some core stuff. I'm not going to do much more than that. The cardio, obviously, is a good idea, but, still, that's no big deal for me. But you should get a good sweat, get your minds right, get yourself together, take off, and just work out. Some of you haven't done a sit-up in years. Some of you have never done a full push-up. All right. But that's the pathway to building that successful physical shape and mental shape that you've been chasing. All right. So I have on my slides, my Wisconsin slides. So I'm gonna get crazy. Y'all gonna see some toes, but they a little ashy, but let's go. I work out and I teach and I coach. So there it is. All right. So I have my mat here. Leg lifted toe touch is one of my favorite exercises because your abdominal strand goes all the way from your sternum all the way down to one of the largest and longest muscle groups you have on your body. So when you do certain movements from down here, you're really getting that lower part of your abdominal strand. When you scrunch up here, you're getting that top part. The leg lift to toe touch gets them both. I'm gonna get this chair out the way. You're gonna go crazy. Taibu Mu'addib, you know what it is. Getting real. And if you want to modify it, bring your hands behind your ears, have your legs up, and just go elbows to thighs. Just like that. That's easy. Everybody can do it. And boy, you're going to feel it. All right. The way I like to do it, for real, is I extend my hands all the way up my head and I get my toes up there. Ooh, can you touch your toes? If you can't right now, one day you will be. Doesn't matter how you do it. You want to stop at 90 degrees and get up there. Get about 10, 15, 20, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'd be lying if I said I can do this all day. I can't. I may make it look easy, but it's not. It hurts. But when it hurts, it works. Sometimes I tell myself when it starts to hurt, to let it hurt. And I get about 4 or 5 more reps. I don't care if it takes you a half an hour. If you say you're going to get 20, get to 20. Because that's the only way for you to know when to raise your number, when you got to get that 20 quicker, faster. Woo! Leg lift to toe touch. That's a beast. That's a beast. All right. Now, again, when it comes to core, y'all saw me the other day demonstrate the mountain climber. The mountain climber is a good exercise because you can modify it. You can modify it by being on all fours. Put the leg back first. Oops. Put the leg back first, then bring it up. All right. You don't have to be up like this. Modify it. Put the leg back, then bring it up to the elbow, then put it down. So for y'all of you that are just starting out, put the leg back, bring the knee to the elbow if you can, put it back down. And you want to get like, I don't know, 10 each leg, so 20 reps, 10 on each side. But this is a great exercise for your core. And when you do it, you'll feel it too. The way I like to do it is I'm up like this, and so I get a good pace going. Get a good pace going. Twist that body a little. Get some obliques in there. And that's a great core exercise. Great core exercise. Absolutely phenomenal. So, as you can see, whether you have weights or not, you can get a really great workout, get a nice sweat in your basement, in your garage, in your bedroom, in your living room. Take advantage of the opportunity that you have to work out every day. Speaking, coaching, exercising, you have it all here. What does it mean to win with Taibu? At the core, I'm winning. The closer you are to me via my books, my written resources, my programming, the closer you are to me, the more motivated you'll be, the more committed you'll remain, the greater effort you'll put in. Okay? And remember, when you overcome today's obstacles, tomorrow will feel like paradise. It's Taibu Mu'addib right here. Thank you so much for joining the show. Happy birthday to me. Let's get it. Absolutely. Absolutely. What a day. Get in shape, stay in shape. It's the Get It Done challenge right here. Inbox me, DM me, hit me up. The information's down there, scrolling across the screen. You just don't want to miss the opportunity to lose 40 pounds in 12 weeks. Total Body Blueprint, that's my flagship weight loss program, fitness program, right here, First Step Coaching. I appreciate all of you. I want you to know that you all are very important to me. I'll see you guys on the road.